It's really got to be drilled.
He's got him on his back.
We talked about a little
lightning fast.
In this video, we're going to take a look at what Mesenbrink's doing on bottom. I mean, he's doing the same thing 99% of the time. Just a simple quad pod or tripod stand-up, and then getting his escape. All right, not many guys have challenged him there, maybe once. But for the most part, he's quad podding up and getting away. Let's get into it. So here we're looking at this kind of quad pod or tripod stand-up, whatever you want to call it. I mean, pretty standard. Rotates inside knee up, and then rotates outside knee up. Here we see opponent's over top of his arm on this side, so he doesn't necessarily have to worry about that hand because it's essentially sealed out. I mean, the guy could get it underneath if he wanted to, but he decided to stay over top. So before he comes all the way up, Mesenbrink looks to fight that kind of tight waist hand to stop the guy from getting their hands locked. It's one of the advantages of this kind of tripod stand-up position, where if you keep a hand on the mat, they can't lock their hands. And then we just see him peel that hand off, turn underneath, and, you know, simple escape. A lot of guys are using it. Same idea here. This time, the guy, instead of staying over top of his arm, comes underneath, gets to his feet, fights his hands. All right, so he's over top. As he rotates up to this quad pod, guy comes underneath to more of a claw. We see him fight this hand instead. They're trying to try and free his hips, and guy comes across, grabs his wrist. Not a huge deal. Is able to take his elbow inside the guy's arm, which seals him out on that side. Guy looks like he gets back underneath. Just fights his hands. Escapes. Pretty methodical, fairly simple way to stand up and get out. I've seen him do this a couple times. I haven't really seen him use it in itself. I think it's more of like kind of scares the person on top into thinking something crazy might happen, where he quad pods up, same way, and then he'll step this inside leg behind. I mean, you could look for like Peterson type options if you got this wrist control, which he does, but I think most of the time guys just decide to not even play with any of that in that area and just let him go. So haven't really seen him use it in itself, but it's a good way to make the guy think you're going to do something, so he lets you go. Here we're going to see the same thing. Quad pods up. It's going to step behind. This time they drop all the way to the mat. Kind of looks like he's trying to threaten Peterson a little bit, but ends up just clearing space, pushing off that leg, and then getting away. All right, so again, inside leg rotates up, then outside leg rotates up. Takes his hands off the mat pretty early here, which is fine. Guys gets his lock, so he goes to wrist control, and then we're going to see him step behind. They both drop back down to the mat. So we kind of see where you could maybe get a Peterson out of here. Or looks like he might have captured his far leg. Maybe he could run him over this direction. But typically he uses it just to escape. So he steps back off the leg, and then we're going to see his hands come back out from in between and push off the guy's knee. So here he lets go of wrist control, pushes off this knee, creates some space so he can get his inside arm out, and then was able to come up and get his one.